What's going on, you guys? It's Cody Steck. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're taking you around Bloomington Hills. Now, Bloomington Hills is going to look a little bit different. As you can see, there's lots of older houses here, just kind of spinning around. We'll get into more of the houses and what they look like, but you're going to see a lot of 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s type homes here in this neighborhood. You're also going to notice that there's not sidewalks, at least not here in this neighborhood. So this is pretty normal for this neighborhood. No sidewalks, as you can see, and a little bit different of a feel. So that's the first thing to know about Bloomington. Now, Bloomington Hills, the other thing you've got to know is that this neighborhood, kind of all encompasses the St. George Golf Club. So the golf club here is, the course kind of runs through the neighborhood here, and then Bloomington Hills goes, outside of that. So it's not just that golf club, but for the area here, we're going to show you everything you need to know about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, and play here in St. George. And for this video particularly, we're talking about Bloomington Hills. So as we jump into this video here, guys, make sure to give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to reach out. If you're moving here to St. George or to anywhere in southern Utah, even just Utah for that matter, reach out to me. I've had people from all across the world reach out, and me and my team have helped people make that exact move like you might be thinking about, here to St. George, to Salt Lake, everywhere in between. So with that said, my information will be here on the screen. Make sure to call, text, or email anytime. And without further ado, let's jump into this video. So as we jump into this, you might be asking yourself, what do I need to know about Bloomington Hills? Well, Bloomington is going to be a little bit closer to downtown St. George, so it's going to be a more established neighborhood. You're also going to get a little bit of a different style of houses. If we look at this one here behind me, look at the one down here, this one over here, and this one here, you can see that there's really a wide range of the type of homes that you get out here. So they don't quite have that modern touch, right? At the time they were built, they did. But with how things have changed over the years, you do have a variety here in Bloomington Hills. So that's one important thing to remember when it comes to living in this area. If you're moving here, that's just gonna be what you get here in this area. Of course, you can always find that one-off brand new home that might be the right fit for you if it's the right location and everything, but this is going to be an older part of town, generally speaking, and the houses will reflect that. So in the next section, we're going to talk a little bit about home prices here in the area. So talking about home prices here in Bloomington Hills, you're really looking at, homes starting in the high 300s, maybe mid to high 300s for the smaller homes. And then they're going to go, 400, 500, there's tons of options. And then you're going to find newer, bigger homes in the 600,000 plus range. So for Bloomington Hills, a great spot to buy a house in that 400,000 to 500,000 range. There's going to be a ton of options. You're going to get a great house, great neighborhood. It's mature. You're going to get a little bit more trees, a little bit more foliage, and that's kind of just something you can expect living here. So mostly single family homes in this area as well. You can find the occasional twin homes, townhomes, stuff like that, but it's mostly going to be single family homes, and it's really quiet here. You probably can't quite hear it on the video here, but it's extremely quiet here in the neighborhood. Very few cars passing through, and just an overall quiet part of town. Now, one thing that I love about Bloomington Hills, and even just St. George in general, is you can have a neighborhood like this. You can find homes on the low end, and then you can go literally like 1, 2 neighborhoods over, and you'll find houses that are 600,000, 700,000, 800,000, maybe even $1 million plus. it's really nice because if you've got kids, you've got friends in the area, you don't want to be losing those friends, right? You don't want to have to move to the other side of town if you want to upgrade on a house or even downgrade, right? So for a lot of people who are moving in, getting a starter home, just looking for a place to kind of get started with life and raise kids, it's great because you can live in an area, upgrade to a bigger house, and then be able to get a nicer, bigger home and still stay in the same neighborhood so the kids can continue to play together and just have that sense of community without having to feel like, oh, we moved away and now I've got to start over. So just one thing that I absolutely love about St. George in general. So as you guys can see here behind me, we've got the golf course. Like I said, Bloomington Hills really kind of sits around the St. George Golf Club. There's people out here playing, and right now, because it's winter, a lot of the grass is dead, right? They're not going to water it all the way through the winter. Even in the summer, sometimes it's just too hot to really keep it green. So they do the best, they'll keep the fairways green, they'll keep everything as green as possible, but it is a little bit of a different experience playing golf here in St. George. So just something to kind of note there, that the golf course does run throughout here, and it's a great course to play. I've played it a couple times before, and yeah, this is just a little bit about what this looks like. Wanted to stop in and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this next neighborhood that we're in, this is considered Bloomington Hills North, and then you have Bloomington Hills South, which is where we started. So the houses that you're gonna see in here are gonna be a little bit newer, a little bit bigger, and in my opinion, I think this is probably the little bit nicer part of Bloomington Hills overall. So it's gonna have the same exact feel, still same quiet neighborhood that you expect, but it is gonna be a little bit nicer, at least in my opinion, on most of these streets. So, for what you see around here, this is all going to be considered Bloomington Hills North. Hey, real quick guys, I want to make sure I keep my eyes on the road, but one thing you'll notice as we're just driving around St. George in general is you're going to see trailers, RVs, trucks, four-wheelers, dirt bikes. You're going to see all of that outdoor stuff just about everywhere we go. You'll see it in people's driveways. And that's because everybody has that type of toy. That's what you do out here in St. George. At least that's what a lot of people choose to do. So you've got the golf, but then you've also got the outdoor recreation, which is a huge driver for recreation here in the area. So just wanted to kind of point that out as we drive around. With all that being said, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this tour around Bloomington Hills. If you're thinking about making that move here, reach out to me. My information's here on the screen. Call, text, or email anytime, and me and my team would love to help you make that move right here to St. George. And no matter where you're looking, whether you're looking in Washington, Ivins, Santa Clara, Bloomington Hills, doesn't matter. We'd love to be the people to help you make that transition and help you buy, sell, and invest in real estate. And with that said, make sure to give me a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this with a friend or family member who might also find some value in it. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.